Got the new 6 cents Trace on deck. Been throwing this around this week. I really like this bait. It's pretty cool, man. It's really erratic. Obviously, what's gonna set it apart from some other multi-jointed baits, because you're still gonna fish it like any other multi-jointed bait, but what's separating it that is this soft tail that they have, replacing it also with a replaceable as well, an extra one that comes in the package. You know, that's what's gonna set it apart, for one, from a couple other multi-jointed baits. Really got a lifelike tail. But what I see a lot of potential out of this bait, I just see this thing as a freaking predator magnet, you know. I mean, this week I went and caught striped bass on this bait. I'm catching pickerel on this bait. We're catching bass on this bait. And it's just a lot of ways you can work the bait, man. You can burn it, pause it. You can wake the bait on top. This one particularly is the slow sinking. So it's kind of your most versatile of the three, because they have a fast sinking, a slow sinking, and a floating. And you know, with the versatile one, the one in the middle, the slow sinking, if you get on it early after you cast it and keep your rod tip up, you can wake this bait back and leave a nice slow wake, and then even, you know, a jerk, a pause, that kind of stuff. Also, what I like to do is I like to burn it really fast, and then you like those sound effects, right? So I like to burn it really fast and then stop it, and this thing will just burn and then completely look back at you. You know, 360. Look back at the dock piling with your fishing docks. I think you can use it in close quarters. You know, when you're target fishing, just kind of skip it in there. I mean, you're not really gonna skip it, but you know, if you want to work it around logs and stuff like that, you can be really slow with this and just little 1 crank, 2 cranks, a jerk, and it'll kind of stay in place. And it does a whole 360. Another cool thing that I found out, and I've been working this bait, because you know, I didn't really watch any videos on how they particularly work the bait. I don't like to watch a lot of videos on how they work the bait, because I kind of want to learn how to work it myself. Then once I start to do it and do this, then I'll start to, you know, learn, watch reviews on the baits and see how other people are using it. But there's one way that I really like about this bait, because sometimes, you know how some walking baits, you'll get 2 left turns, right? You jerk and it'll go left, like the S-waver, you know, something like that, it'll go left twice, right? So you got to get the cadence down on the swim baits, right? But what I like about it, though, is that if you get the cadence down where it's completely going to the right or going to the left, and you can keep that cadence, you can almost walk this bait along the shoreline, and it'll just do its thing and stay along the shoreline and go across, instead of coming back at you like most lures do. It's almost gonna creep along the side of the shoreline for a couple jerks and then come towards you, and then creep along the side and come towards you. So it just leaves itself in the strike zone longer. But like I said, a super versatile bait. Burn it, stop it, swim it slow. Got a slow knocker, and it comes in the slow sinking, comes in the fast sinking, and a floating. And I think the floating one at night, whew, I'm getting my hands on that, because that's going to be a producer at night, man. Slow rolling this thing like a wake bait on a floating style one, man, it's going to entice some really big bass, I'm telling you. So you know, other than that, this bait is great. It's a beautiful bait, and it's got a good profile, you know, nice shad profile. So, you know, it's ready. It's been getting some work this week, some hook work, teeth marks, little teeth marks on the tail. It's a fun bait, man. And you know, it's just like any other virtual multi-jointed bait, but you know, it's actually very slow, and you can keep it in the strike zone long. That's what I like about this one. So other than that, man, let's get to it. Let's go fishing. Let's catch some big ones. What's the catch?